special Thursday edition of the greatest D&D stream on this world and the next. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. Yeah, you got Solrak the Destroyer here, ready to slash and bash the night away. Even though he's a little cold and pissed off right now, he's got a four-headed creature looking at him, pissing him off even more here. But he's got Wilmore Chattington here. He's got Fang the Mang here. And of course, to lead us on this epic adventure, we got the greatest D&D streaming DM in all the land here. That's called the fuck up. We got Nate Gonzalez here. Take it away, Nate.
I love it. That's what happens. It's a little bit of a 420 hangover in Carlos's brain right now. Got the fog all going up there. That's right.
Anything could happen. A hobo could come in here right now. We have to fight, and we're like, we're live.
Hey guys, that probably would happen. Hey, thank you, Asmoria, for the subscription. Thank you very much. Welcome everyone, ladies and gentlemen, goblins, orcs, tieflings, elves, whatever you are out there, of all ages, types, and thank you for coming out here and joining us tonight. Got a fun game lined up for you, at least for me. I don't know about for these guys, but without further ado, let's just go ahead and give us a quick little recap and jump on into this fun game we have planned. So you gotta start off the last game with Fang watching over at the helm of this little ship you guys have going on here, as Wilmore and Solrak decided to get some rest for the night and try to recuperate a little bit. Nothing too exciting happened in that evening. A little bit of kelp started gathering around the boat, but he was quick enough to be able to clear that away and make sure it didn't slow you guys down too much. On the next morning, you guys are continuing sailing out here on the sea of moving ice and caught a glimpse of something kind of iridescent and shining out in the distance. Sent Quomelon out there to go and grab it. And it was like this large egg-shaped object, iridescent rainbow kind of colors with these patterns and runes inscripted on it. And after figuring out, they were kind of elements on these runes, and what you needed to do unlock it, putting some dirt and fire and water and air on them, it opened up, and inside, a plume of smoke puffed out, and you guys were presented with a djinn right in front of you, who thanked you for releasing him and was willing to grant you one wish. And so you guys kind of discussed real quick what your wish would be, and Wilmore asked them that you guys would like to wish for being able to have the two conches. Jin said, yeah, should not deny that. You guys should be able to get those two conches. You just have to go find them. And he disappeared and went off his own way. And you guys kept on sailing on to the day. Saw some seals out in the distance, and then another ship started coming on by. The ship had a little bit of a crew on them from the ice peaks, some of these icemen, and some humans and some half-orcs. The captain decided to pull up alongside of you guys and shout out to you all and see if you needed some help, asked if you guys were lost, gave you guys some insightful information about Svardeborg and where you guys were heading. And one of the members, a half-orc named Chocopi, with some tusks that stick out from his bottom, from his upper lip, and wearing this red bandana, and he's got like these wires that keep his side attached. It looks like a large chunk has been taken out of his side. He
Badass here.
It's quite the badass, yeah. He's got these two scimitars on his side and this spear on his back and everything. He gestured down to you guys and offered to help you out, with some navigation and to get through these waters, since he's very familiar with the area and sailing and traversing this area. And so he came on down to board with you all, and you guys kept on sailing throughout the day. Saw some seals again, and with these seals, it was a nice grouping of 9 to 10 seals, and it was quite a beautiful thing. Chocopi, he taught Solrak how to harpoon one himself, and on the first one, Solrak was able to bring one in, and you guys started feasting on some raw seafood right there. And Fang was quick to notice that these numbers of these seals were slowly dissipating. They were getting lower and lower. It started with 10, and it looked like there was 8, and then 7, 6, 5, and you guys noticed that there was a dorsal fin trailing behind these seals with a great white shark chomping away at them. Solrak is like, I need to take this shark down. He threw his spear at it and tried to reel him in. Shark was a little bit stronger than Solrak because it pulled him into the water as soon as Solrak threw that spear at him. This harpoon rather, and splashing into this freezing cold icy waters, Solrak noticed that there was even a larger shark approaching behind this great white shark. And this larger shark with this orca-like front had kind of wolf-like appendages on its lower half, legs, 4 legs on its bottom, quite terrifying. Standing or floating in the water and splashing all around. He was able to get some slashes in on it. Fang with some forceful punches, and Chakapi slashing away at him. You guys were able to take him down and get Solrak back in the boat to safety. Of course, freezing wet and dripping on the deck here.
Sorlag had to pull his own ass out of that goddamn freezing water because someone wouldn't send the bird after him.
That happened. The day kept on going on. Later in the evening, a storm happened because you guys did see this red sky in the morning, which Chakapi let you guys know that typically means that there's going to be bad weather or something terrible happening on later in the evening. You guys were able to brute the storm pretty well with Chakapi, captaining you guys, telling you what each one of you guys needed to do. Fang, you take the helm. Solrak, you take the paddles. Wilmore, you take the sail. And you guys were all doing a great job with tackling this and making sure that you guys navigated and made it out of the storm successfully. Only a little bit of damage done to the boat throughout that and the orca, if you want to call it that, fight. But yeah, nothing too terrible. About a foot in diameter, you guys having damage on this boat. And after you guys made it out of the storm through the hazy fog of the evening, you guys saw this translucent green, called a ghost ship for lack of better terms, approaching you guys. And on this ship, there was about 20 looking ghastly sailors on them. None of them seemed to notice you guys or be paying any mind or attention to you all, just kind of going about their duties. And as this ship kind of merged with you guys noticed that there's this green translucent gem hovering and floating and buzzing in the center of it. Solrak quickly was like, I'm grabbing that thing. This looks pretty cool. Went up and grabbed it, and as soon as he did, the ghastly ship disappeared, blinked away, just kind of dissipated into the air, and this gem lifted up into the air as well and started spinning in this bright light all around you all, and shattered into a million tiny little pieces and faded away into the air. And as soon as that happened, out of the water emerged the reptilian, terrifying head of a hydra, and then another, and another, and another, until there were 7 around your guys' ship, looking at you guys with its terrifying eyes, ready to attack and get some dinner. So with that said, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh shit.
By the way, said duty, you guys.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that.
I said duty?
Yeah.
Damn it. I know I gotta avoid those kindergarten words for you.
For us.
Good
True.
buddy.
All right. Welcome, chat. Barry, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by.
18 here.
All right. Let me roll for Chakapi.
Come on, big money, no whammy, Chucky Poo.
Chakapi with an 18.
18.
Oh yeah.
All right. Wilmore. You see these terrifying reptilian horrors of heads submerge out of the water. Most of them around the helm, just kind of like in an arch at the front of the boat here. What do you do, buddy?
He's gonna run. He's gonna run.
What kind of monster is Cuomo?
He's a hippogriff.
He's a beast. I'm pretty sure.
He's just a like what level is he?
Oh, he's 1.
Ah, okay. I am going to.
I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And I don't know about it right now. I'm going
do it to
to.
Solrak.
Yeah, I should do it to Solrak. But I don't know if it makes Solrak better. You know what? I want to do it to Fang. Are you ready, Fang?
It's at least, the way I look at it, it's at least a health buffer, too.
That is true. Yeah, but he can do more attack. I am going to move back here and I'm going to ready an action for the second he steps out from there.
Second Fang steps out
And-
from the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as soon as he comes out, I'm gonna ready an action.
Okay. What is that action?
I'm gonna turn him into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fang, would you be willing?
Now, is this like a human-sized T-Rex or like a giant thing that'll sink the boat?
This is a creature with 136 hit points and can make 2 attacks. It can bite for +10 and then 4d12 +7, and then you can grapple something if it misses a check, and then it can also do a tail hit.
Sweet. It's a Godzilla.
Luke, I just added it to your extras.
Godzilla. Wait. Not trademark, just say Godzilla.
Yeah, I'll consent
Green.
to that.
Dinosaur.
Would you?
You have to be
Let it
you have to be a
happen?
willing creature, or you have to fail a Wisdom saving throw, essentially, or whatever it is.
Like I said, I consent to that.
Okay.
All right.
One more. So that's your action.
There is
Or no,
consent,
or no.
you guys. There's
Consent,
So
consent.
I'm gonna
It's sexy.
I'm gonna
Hey,
run into the back.
Officially here at Guts, we do believe that consent is sexy.
Yes,
Damn
consent is sexy. So as soon as I see this
Holy shit.
giant Hydra, I'm just gonna go, ooh, I guess we gotta show him how we really bite. And I'm gonna run into the back, and I'm gonna jump on Fang's back and ride him like a backpack. And I'm gonna just ready polymorph for the second he steps out of here.
Fucking love it. You get inspiration for it.
Yeah.
All right. Bonus action.
Bonus action, I'll roll or you know what, for bonus action, I'll roll a d8
Hell yeah.
for my thing.
Hell yes.
Oh, 1, completely useless. That's great.
Sanity.
I don't think Sanity's on here, but if you want to throw her on here, I just don't see her character on the board.
Gotcha. Right there.
She is going to go and just like perch herself on one of their heads, and just start screaming in their ear, and that's gonna be help for Fang's attack.
You got it. Okay. Hydra is up now. You guys see the 7 heads roaring out of the water, kind of all snapping in different directions down at you guys, looking quite hungry for a feast. Solrak, you being the one at the helm there, you're about to get a few snaps at you.
Oh, that's not me. That's my twin brother. I'm actually back here by Fang.
So a 23 hits. So that was 3 heads snap at you, Solrak. You're able to dodge out of the way of 2 of them, and on the 3rd one, boom, it snaps down right on your body, and does 12 points of damage to you. The heads kind of go under the water for a second and disappear, and then it reappears, splashing back out of the water on the side of the boat, and goes to hit Chocopi. 2 heads go bite at Chocopi and 1 at Cuomo. These are all gonna hit. 21, 20, and 25. Yeah, those all hit. So,
Cuomo's down.
well, no, those were my to hit rolls.
Okay.
This will be my Cuomo damage. Chomping down on Cuomo, the first head does 11 points of damage.
Oh.
And then 2 heads go chomping at Chocopi. 1 does 6 points of damage, and 1 does 8 points of damage. I'm sorry, 13 points of damage. Chocopi uses his reaction and jumps out of the way of that one and evades half of the damage on that. So he takes 6 damage on that instead. And then 1 more bite comes down, and that's gonna hit too. 23 to hit. And this is on Cuomo, another 11 points.
Alright, so yeah, Cuomo is down.
Oof, Cuomo's down. And this the Hydra has him in its mouth, just gripping him and pulling him apart right now, or trying to, unconscious in his grips. Chocopi took a total of 12 damage. Yep. Okay, and now it is Fang's turn. So,
Alright.
Wilmore, is he teleport or is he polymorphing?
As soon as he steps out.
Alright, so I kind of prepare myself for what's about to happen. And I step out, look around, I see the Hydra to my left, and immediately my body starts to mold into this Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Whoa!
And out comes this. And then I see Cuomo in its grips, and I know I gotta try and save him. So I go for a bite attack.
Hell yeah.
What do I get?
Just roll a d10 or a d20 and then add 10 to it.
Okay.
You can also do /roll 1d20 plus 10 in the game log.
27.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
So hold on. So you're not standing on the boat now, are you? Or are you in the water?
Me? So I am riding him.
The T-Rex though, Fang.
What do you say?
Are you in the boat or are you in the water?
Well, it doesn't say how big I am.
You are gargantuan, or you are. Are they gargantuan or huge?
I mean,
Huge,
huge.
right?
Huge.
It's like 30 feet, yeah.
So you are. Let me just double check. I mean, you're 18 feet tall.
He's standing in a boat. It's a 30-foot boat, right?
The weight of him, though, is what I'm concerned about.
Hmm.
Yeah. Especially at the back of the boat.
Am I that girthy?
Just a little bit. You know what? Fuck it. It's cool. You guys are just sinking really low right now. You guys are taking in water on the boat just a little bit, but you're still floating.
Alright, well, let me roll. 2, 3, 4.
It's a cool fucking thing.
Sorry, was Solrak not able to repair the boat?
No. But someone has a spell that can.
Yeah, I'm aware. 33.
Plus
Damage?
7? Did you add the 7?
Yeah, that's with the 7.
33 damage?
Yeah.
And you're going for Cuomo's head?
Yeah, yeah.
And this is a bite attack?
Correct, Amundo.
So you go and bite at this Hydra's head, chomp down right on its neck where the neck connects to its main skull point, and the head just snaps off of its neck. You rip it off and free Cuomo from its clutches, obviously, as it's decapitated with that head. Just see a neck squirming all around, blood squirting out of it. That head is no longer there. You only have 6 heads on this Hydra currently, and Cuomo is not grappled in its mouth anymore.
Hell yeah.
I got accounting to keep with this. Hydra's heads.
Down 1.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is, so I actually can't multi-attack on the Hydra. It says it can't make both attacks against the same target.
Can you tail another head, though?
So
Yeah, the heads
head's
are technically different targets.
they are.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're targeting the head specifically, yes.
Yeah. That's
And I'm sorry, that damage was 33?
correct.
Okay, cool.
Alright. So then I'm gonna swipe my tail at one of its other heads.
Hell yeah, go for it, man.
Oh, fucking A. 12.
12's gonna miss, unfortunately. You kind of just swing in the same direction as where you just chomped down at, and there's a head missing there, so unfortunately your tail just hits nothing.
You're...
Alright, Cuomo's unconscious right now. I'm assuming, like, you chomp the head off, and you probably spit Cuomo down with the deck, right? To get him out of the grasp of the decapitated head.
Yeah, so what I had envisioned was I, like, chomped the neck, and like ripped it out, and then just like spit it.
Hell
Like,
One more time. One more time. One more time.
Neck action.
So yeah, he's got to make a death saving throw.
Yes, Cuomo, please. Death saving throw for Cuomo.
Cuomo with the dose.
Check 1 for Cuomo on the death saves. You see him still lying there, unconscious, but maybe has some life force coming back to him. Solrak, what you got?
Alright, well, first things first, I'm pissed off because this thing jumped on me and I don't want to be jumped on. Not today, not any day here. So I'm going to rage here. Now, I'm fully pissed off, in a fully pissed off mindset. I'm going to charge over here, and then I'm going to aim at one of the heads and swing my demon sword at him.
He's positioned 10 feet out in the water right now, unfortunately. So it's he's got that long reach with its neck to be able to snap at you all. But you do have a superiority die that allows you to lunge.
To attack from, yeah. Will that make me fall in the water?
No, you're just gonna like reach out far.
All right, cool.
Like you're really just like lunging out at him, extending your reach as far as you possibly can.
I shall do that.
Do it. So yeah, you'll be able to at least get that one hit off on him.
Alright, 1 second. Superiority die, boom. And does the lunge get anything added to it?
If you hit, you add the D8 to your damage.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna swing that demon sword.
Hell yeah, brother, go for it.
So we slow for this goddamn. There it is. Ooh, that is a 22.
That will definitely hit.
Alright, so then I got so far that's a 10 plus my d6 from the demon sword. So 14 plus a d8.
Yep.
20
20 damage. Very nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Big slash into its head. You see you get a big excision across its neck. Not able to cut through all the way quite yet. You have another attack you can do. If you want to lunge again and spend another superiority die.
Cool. I shall do that.
Yeah.
Alright. Demon sword here. Oh, a 15.
That will hit. Just hit.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
So you're cutting back into the same incision.
So 14
Big hit right there.
plus 317 plus 6, 23 here.
23 and some fire damage with that. You slash through that same incision that you hit right previously, grievously slicing through that, and the head goes flying off into the water and kind of cauterize that area with the flame, just searing it shut. No blood squirting out from it at all, but the neck just going flying all around the area, just wailing around, not knowing what to do. And it's got 5 heads left now on this Hydra. 5 heads left on the Hydra. You have a bonus action if you're capable. You can't do the actually, can you?
Oh, not because I raged. So
Correct. Thank you. Anything else you'd like to do?
Q.
Cool, very nice. Chaka P up now. Chaka P sees you, stabbing away at these necks and chopping away at them. He's not quite able to reach out there as you guys are, so he sees an opportunity as he looks around real quick to grab one of the ropes that's holding the sails up. Fuck yes. And he grabs the rope. It was a 19. I was like, please don't be a bad number. And he swings from one of the ropes out into the ocean and lands on one of the Hydra's heads and takes 2 scimitar slashes down at him. Yes, both of them hit. 17 and a 17. And because no one's in that 5 feet range, Chocopi gets a sneak attack damage as well. Hydra did not see him coming with this. He gets to roll 5d6 for his damage.
What a pimp.
Plus 4. Oh, that was low and anticlimactic. 19 for that. Plus, he gets to hit him one more time, too. So 26 damage as Chocopi comes up to another head that he's grabbing onto the neck of. Swings with one scimitar, and swings with the other one, kind of like scissors, as he just slices through the head and chops that one off as well. Damn,
Can we
Chocopi.
trade Soul Rack for Chocopi?
Chocopi is grabbing onto one of these headless necks that's just wailing around in the water, and he's holding on for dear life. Go get him now, boys! And it is now Brutus's turn, who is just gonna bark up at the Hydra because he can't do anything. Wilmore, you are up.
So for the I am in like on the Tyrannosaurus's back. So like, does that give me cover? Because there's a gigantic creature between me and the Hydra.
I'll say that you get a plus 5 AC with that.
Oh, I love it. So I'm gonna scooch over to the side a little bit. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on your boy Cuomo.
Okay.
Just gonna kind of get him back up and going. That's gonna be 7 hit points to him.
7 Cuomo. Cuomo's eyes blink back open. He starts twitching around on the deck, starting to flutter his wings in a bit of a frenzy and just shock and panic.
And then I'm just gonna go, "We're blasting, boys!" And that's 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Oh.
That's a 17.
17 will hit. You can roll the other to hit real quick if you want.
What's gonna happen?
A second
23 to hit.
Tyrannosaurus
23, it also
Rex
hits.
comes out.
So for the d20s, do you want me to roll them or do you want to roll them?
You roll them. Just tell me what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, you're all dead.
So just so you know, the numbers I'm looking for is anything under 12, or 13 under. That's odd, rather. I just rolled a 5.
Shit.
So. Okay. You cast these 2 Eldritch Blasts. I'm guessing you're shooting at the same head.
Yeah, I'm shooting at the. Or is there like a big body?
Yeah, there's I'm gonna send the picture to the game log again. So there is like
I'm
a
trying to
almost,
hit it like in the chest.
there's almost like a crocodilian like body that's just kind of breaching the surface barely. You see mostly necks kind of coming out of it, but you do see a little bit of like the
Yeah.
back of it.
I'm gonna
breaching.
try the body.
Absolutely.
Put some damage on the.
So yeah, both of those hit. Roll damage.
So first one is 13.
Fuck yeah.
Second one is fuck 4.
Max and the lowest.
Right?
Love it.
Nice average.
Yes, and as soon as you shoot those out, hitting these Eldritch Blasts on its body, you notice this bright light starts shining behind you, and just like kind of illuminating from behind you. And you turn around, and there's just an oil lamp floating behind you for some reason. Just appearing there, just kind of illuminating the way, if you will.
I'm just gonna go, guys. I lighten them up. You can see them now.
I already gave you inspiration, damn it. Alright, anything else?
That's both my things. I'm just gonna just continue to shimmy to just stay in the middle of his back to get as much cover from this giant fucking thing.
Hell yeah. Sanity.
He's gonna swing back over and just start screaming at him to give help action to Fang.
Cool. So Fang, on your first attack, you get help. Hydra has 5 heads left. I was like, where'd my notepad go?
4.
4. That's right. I forgot to take off Chocopies.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Try.
4 heads left. Just kind of looking around, trying to find something to feast upon. Sees Solrak, Chocopi, and
No.
some T-Rex meat right there.
Yeah.
Solrak,
Juicy T-Rex.
Solrak, that one's gonna hit you with a 22 to hit.
Son of a
It
bitch.
does 8 points of damage, so 4 for you. The hit on Chocopi is gonna miss with a 13 to hit. Chomping down at another bite down at the T-Rex now. 22 to hit on him.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Kind of biting into just like terrible tasting flesh, honestly. 15 damage max, nice. And then
Oh yeah, and Fang, just so you know, if the T-Rex dies, you revert back to your regular self with the amount of hit points you had before.
yes,
So it's like you go straight back to full health.
so it's like you just got 136 extra hit points.
Thanks, juicing.
And then another head spinning around. Sees Solrak there, goes to chomp at him, and a 20 to hit on that.
I think he just misses now.
Yeah, you have 20 now.
But that's a
Ah,
hit.
damn it.
Yeah,
Damn
that's a
it.
tie.
15 damage, so 7 on that for you. These heads all just kind of, looking, just trying to feast on anything that they can bite on. It sees all these opportunities and just keeps on snapping down at you guys. Fang, you are up now.
All right. T-Rex Fang is seeing a nice, juicy, vascular neck of this Hydra, and is gonna go right after it with a bite. With a 21.
That'll hit. You
Roll,
do have, yeah.
You can take your advantage, just see if you can crit.
Oh, that's right. Right. I will do that.
Might as well.
Nope.
Close.
28.
Yep. Roll damage.
Yeah. Uh, 31.
Hot diggity dog. The T-Rex damage. You chop down at another head, ripping it off its neck and just tearing it in your mouth. Spit it out into the ocean. It's got
Real
3
quick,
heads left now.
I kind of like clap with joy with my T-Rex arm, and then swing around with that tail at another neck.
Go for it, man.
Oh yeah, 28.
That'll hit.
And this one is 3d8 plus 7.
Jeez.
Show me potato salad. 22.
22. You swing your tail around, smack the head of another one. It looks like it gets dazed and confused for a moment, seeing stars, but the head is still connected to that body. But 22 damage on that is no joke. As woof, this moth flying right in front of my face. It's looking very dazed and fucked up right now. Yeah. Anything else for you?
That is it. Actually, I'll go as I tell Cuomo to hide in the room.
All right. Cuomo gets to his feet. His feet, talons. What do we call that? Claws? I don't know. Goes and runs to the room. Solrak, you're up.
All right. And you said this creature is about 10 feet away from me, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So I'm going to wait. I was over here. I'm going to take a couple steps back, and then take a running start and jump on the thing.
Fucking love it. Go for it. Yeah, you don't even have to make an athletics check or anything for that if you're just straight jumping. Because you can make that distance. You can make that distance. Actually, just for fun, let's see if you can grab onto it properly. Do a grapple check. So do like an athletics.
Oh.
Your jump is totally fine, but let's see how well you grapple onto
Oh,
it.
god damn it, a 9.
I wasn't gonna make the DC too high. I was thinking like an 8 in my head, so it's kind of sloppy looking. You barely make it on. You like grab with one hand and slipping, and you're about to fall into the ocean. And you grab with your other arm, and you're like barely looking at him. You're looking at Chocopi, who's riding it like Shai or like Muad'Dib in Dune, riding Shai Hulud. And but you're on him. You grabbed him now.
All right, and now I'm going to stab down with Demon Sword.
Hell yeah.
Let's do this. It's a Dirty 20, baby.
Oh, fuck yeah. For some reason, I thought that was a nat at first, but yeah, hell yeah.
And that is 12 so far.
Okay.
Plus 3, 15 hair.
Alright, and, so you're trying to cut its head, or?
Yes.
Okay. So, Solrak, you go jump on its body and slice into its neck, ripping its head, like, partially off. And as you do that, you can see the two other heads that are remaining kind of squeal out and cry in pain. And, Solrak, how do you do it?
Oh, yeah! And as the other two are looking at me, bugging out, I'm holding on to the main head here. And I'm just looking at it and say, don't worry, you won't feel a thing. You'll feel everything. And then I slice the fucking throat hair. And then just let that thing bleed out. And as it sinks, I jump back on the boat slowly, like in Pirates of the Caribbean 1 when he's on like the sinking ship. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, he just perfectly walks onto the cliff or whatever. Yeah,
yeah.
it's amazing.
Exactly. As the thing drops down to the water, I literally just step off on the boat.
I love it.
Look at everybody else. That was awesome.
Chocopee he's a few heads behind you, so he has to kind of run across them like in that what's the Extreme Challenge show, you know, when they're running on the rocks in the water.
Yeah.
And so
MXC?
yes, exactly. So he has to do that like on the Hydra's heads next that are remaining there to make it to the boat. Rolled a 17 on his athletics, so he clears it and jumps into the boat, makes it on there. And this Hydra, just the body slowly sinks into the water. You see the heads kind of flailing around as it goes on down into the sea. And Wilmore, as you're up here on this new crow's nest, essentially, on the back of the T-Rex, and especially with this lantern shining behind you, you have a good view of the periphery of the scenery ahead of you. And in the vast, very far distance, you swear you see a large black tentacle that's in the water, just splashing up, and then slowly go back down.
Gentlemen, I don't know if we're done here.
How long do I stay a T-Rex?
An hour or until, like, you can change back.
Until I can change back?
The
Well, I mean, I
boat
guess
is slowly taking water right now with the weight of the T-Rex.
Alright, I
Pushing it down.
unconsent. I've had enough T-Rex.
I
Is that how that works?
still consent because you
Yeah, I
consented first.
disappeared.
So I just
Yeah, that was me.
I just sit there for a minute.
I'm taking
Just
you
go.
to court.
Yeah.
I was trying to delete the
think
Hydra, but I
therefore I
deleted you.
Therefore I am.
You said we're taking on water now.
Yeah, you guys are taking on a little bit of water with the weight of the T-Rex and with the foothold that you guys have in the ship.
I start thinking about just, sexy, fuzzy women, and I lose my train of thought, and
He must be from the 80s.
it goes back.
And yep.
Just hopping around, banging like bunnies.
So am I back to
Banging
Fang
like bunnies.
now, Nate?
You are. Yep.
Okay, cool. Alright, so I see the boat taking on water, and I go over to try to find the I guess the damage to the ship, and I just kinda I touch the area, close my eyes, and start to mumble to myself.
Yeah, and as you do that,
boat.
as you do that, it's like almost like magic. You can see pieces of like the wood fill in the spots in which you see the damage and the cracks and the fractures in the wood, and seems to magically mend itself and piece itself back together. And that spot that was damaged in the boat and taken on a little bit of water is now seems like it's brand new.
So while all this is going, I go over to Chocopee and Solrak, and so I think we may be being hunted by a giant octopus kraken. I don't know. Chocopy, do you know of any sea monsters out in this sea?
Oh, they're legend of Kraken, but just legend.
Well, I think we might prepare for something of the squid type variety. Do you have any more of those harpoons that you had? I mean, I think we might need to lance this thing if it goes after us.
Just the one harpoon.
I look
Chocopy.
around the ship. Is there anything on the ship? Well, I guess not. It's just a
Yeah, no.
ship.
How big do the legends say this thing was?
Oh, thing is gargantuan in size. Absolutely massive. Bigger than the biggest great ship you have seen.
As they're kind of discussing that, I walk over to Cuomo, see that he's been beaten up pretty badly by this Hydra, and I'm gonna spend 1 key point and do a hand of healing on him.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna take a potion of healing.
Okay. I will let you guys know. I mean, you are on a boat that's just floating out to sea. You can absolutely
take a
at any
short rest.
time just chill out for an hour and not do anything, and that would be considered a short rest. And you could.
Okay, I thought this thing was like coming after us now.
I mean, it might be, but I'm just letting you guys know that that's. I'm just letting you know that that's.
I'll tell you what.
Well, you're
since-
not making me feel better, man.
It very well damn could be.
Guys, if you guys want, why don't y'all go catch some shut eye? I'll crawl up to the crow's nest, and I'll go up to the crow's nest of the ship, and I'll just I'll just keep a lookout for this thing. If you hear me screaming, don't let me die.
Well, since that last incident with your Eldritch Blast, I've been a little suspect.
You mean
anytime
when I
would do
made
it
the
again.
magical lantern? Is it still hanging there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Do you?
that-
Well, that's what I'm saying. Chocopoo thinks, this Kraken's only legend. Do you think it
It
has
was
anything?
Chocopy, not Chocopoo.
Chocopay, Chocopee, Chocopie. I mean, you think whatever you saw could have anything to do with that lantern from your Eldritch Blast?
Maybe, maybe not. All I know is I see a lantern. I don't see anything else in this
I
vicinity.
turn around to the lantern. Can it be destroyed? Is it like magical or like?
Find out. You can certainly try.
All right,
Someone's holding it.
I'm gonna try and smack it with my quarterstaff then.
Go to smack it, and just like Luke Skywalker practicing with his lightsaber, it just goes right through it.
I look at him and I go, "So, you're scared of what's going to happen with my Eldritch Blast, and then you hit the nice lantern that it makes?"
I'm trying to dispose of the light.
Well,
Look, it's
This is all inside of this little room, right? Where the bed is? Or is it outside?
You guys are. I think everyone's outside of the room currently.
Alright, cool. Well, you guys, while you figure out the creepy haunted lamp, I'm gonna go rest. And then I go in here and take the
Yeah.
cot.
at the end of the day, the lantern's not going anywhere, so I think we should just rest, and when you come out, maybe we'll be well illuminated.
I've started short resting.
All right. Fang, you going to go relax as well?
yes.
Or I guess you don't really need to, but it's up to you.
Do you get key points back when you short rest?
No, but I'm trying to. So next, what time of day is this right now?
And no, it is actually you get 8 key points per short rest, so you do get your key points back. But
Is it for short rest?
you can double check that, but I'm pretty certain of that.
I thought it was long.
Most things are long rest, which is probably what you're thinking. But I think with
it
most
is
key
short
features,
rest.
I think
Then
it is
yeah.
a short rest thing.
Yeah, I will short rest it.
Cool. Chocopee's also feeling a little wounded from being snapped at by this Hydra, so he'd also like to relax with you all for a little bit. He's just gonna chill on the back like not in the cabin. He's gonna just post up by the cabin door outside of it, just sit down on the ground with his legs crossed and his arms crossed, and just kind of kick back and try to sit up and get some shut eye real quick. Just kind of like rest it easily. But yeah, you asked what time of the night it is. It's actually, you guys could take a long rest if you wanted. It is pretty late now, about midnight time.
Cool, that sounds good.
I'm gonna fall asleep. I guess the short rest slowly turns into a long rest. I mean, unless anybody else is going to do anything.
Well, I'm going to attune to my Helm of the Rock and unattune my Delta Champions for now.
Cool. Love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a long rest in the crow's nest. Sanity just kind of sitting there, looking out, and if she sees anything, she's gonna squawk.
Sure. So Wilmore, you going up, climb up to the crow's nest and kind of just chill out up there to kind of just keep an eye out, but also lay low for a bit and get some rest. You're kind of sitting there and possibly thinking about this tentacle bit that you saw in the distance, and just trying to piece like, what it is or why you saw it. If there's any correlation or connection with anything, you can make a wisdom check for me if you'd like to maybe get some insight on that.
Save me throwing a wisdom check. Nice.
19. Alright. So you definitely, as I mentioned in the Discord, you noticed that this was some sort of a illusory, illusion, this giant gem in this ghost ship that made this Hydra appear. It seemed to be some sort of trap, some sort of illusion that was part of a trap. And with that tentacle out in the distance, you would maybe think that it was someone watching for the trap, or something watching, and maybe it was part of the reason of why the trap was set.
Reason why the trap was set. So the trap was set for it.
You would probably think like either that, or maybe
It set the trap.
or it set it, or like it was instructed to, or something along that line of thought.
Yeah, I guess I would just go back. Think about that. I mean, it is midnight, so we're gonna have to rest eventually. I'd probably stay up for a couple hours.
Sure.
3 or 4 hours till about 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Just kind of worrying about that.
Yeah, definitely. Just kind of stewing it over, like what it is
why
out
would,
there.
Yeah, why would a tentacle be after us? What is it? Krakens aren't magical or intelligent, I don't think. And unless there's it's a Tulu demon out there, which I guess could be.
And we already had that adventure.
Luke Gons on the aboleth.
Yeah, right. No, yeah, you're definitely stewing this over and thinking of all the possibilities of it, and I think you're on there's breadcrumbs there. You're on a path of kind of figuring it out, and maybe more will be disclosed or become more apparent to you in the future if something else happens, or maybe nothing else happens, hopefully for y'all. But you kind of, while you're up there and everyone else is down there resting now, kind of keep an eye out to the sea as well. In that 3-hour period, we'll say in this first hour, 2-hour time, make a perception or survival check for me, please.
Perception and survival, or?
And/or, yeah.
Perception there.
Okay.
And here's the survival.
So,
We're re-rolling the survival.
Fang and Silrek, you guys are sleeping now, correct?
Yeah, we're doing long rest, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
we're attempting.
Absolutely. 13, okay. Keeping an eye out intently in the distance for any signs of this slimy black tentacle, this massive size. It must have been with how far away it was from you guys, and for you to be able to see it in the darkness of night, and just the volume of space that it seemed to consume. I just worried about this and taking it all in and looking out to the darkness of the night, and it's a bit chilly, of course, with the dark. No sunlight in the sky, and the breeze touching upon your skin, and just the coldness and the chill of the water below you. Always with the below. As you're sailing on out there, and you start drifting off into sleep, you start to hear a quiet song. Sounds like voices harmonizing. La 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 la. And it's eerily kind of approaching you from behind. As you hear that voice, your eyes open up. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
This is Chattington, right?
Just Chattington.
Woo! Thank God. Fuck this.
It's Jigglypuff, isn't it?
Wisdom saving throw.
How'd you know?
We're gonna inspiration that.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
You hear this song as you're like kind of crouched down in the crow's nest, and it seems to be getting closer and closer to you. What do you do?
I'm gonna hear this, and I'm going to pull out my lute and very, very loudly just start. And that's going to be a constant counter charm. And it's going to be as loud as I can to wake everyone up.
All right. You
And then I'm going to start singing. I'm going to start singing. Guys, there's a creepy thing singing in the distance. Pay attention to me, please, 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 please.
Gotta say, you guys probably wake up from that, right?
And I'm just belting this.
Awful noise.
Oh, as you start belting that, you see 3 winged female creatures flying at your level at the crow's nest, Wilmore. Just these pale pinkish skin with this kind of vulture-like wings off their backs, singing this song into you and seeing that it's having no effect on you. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
We got no rest, right?
You guys, no,
I guess
yeah,
it's a
you
short
guys,
rest.
take a
We
short
got a
rest.
short rest.
Yep.
Roll the hit die, Carlos. I'll
Yes.
wreck.
Let me send this image to the game log so you guys can see. And one of them is like more of like a matriarch, motherly looking one in the front, Wilmore. She comes flying up closer to you with these 2 more petite ones closely behind. And she says, "Well, well, well. Aren't you a delicate little one?"
I'm just playing my counter charm and singing to guys, screaming, help me, these bitches are crazy.
And you
Gentlemen, get out here.
hear the harmonizing voices of the other 2 harpies singing behind as the matriarch one is speaking to Wilmore in the front. You guys all woke up?
Yeah,
Yep.
so right.
And
I
I'm
think
gonna-
Carrington needs us.
I'm gonna chug a potion of healing real quick, and then I'm running out there.
You could roll more hit dice if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
you
instead.
can roll all your hit die, dude.
Oh, that's true. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Duh.
No worries.
But I guess by that time I'm already outside.
Yes, and you
That's
hear
kind of-
the harmonizing of these voices as well as you come outside. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
With advantage?
Is that?
I'm counter charming. That's what my song is. If
okay,
it's
sure.
a charm.
Yeah, sure.
12. There's 12.
Oh, so, Fang, you get up in a hurry, jump out the door to Wilmore shouting out that he needs you all, and you're playing this song frantically, and you just hear these strange, ethereal, angelic voices sing from behind the ship, and you look up, And you get entranced by their beauty and their wings and how they just float there weightlessly and effortlessly. And one of them swoops on down to you, and she whispers to you, "Grab the helm." And you start walking up to the front of the ship, and you grab the helm as she flies up behind you, slowly and creepily. Crash it into the iceberg up there.
Am I technically charmed?
Yes.
Alright, I don't know at what point I can use this, but I'm hearing these voices, and I listen, but then I hear the voice inside my head saying, "Snap out of it, Fang," and I'm gonna use stillness of mind to end my charm.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yep. I'll definitely let you do that. So you snap
And
out
I'm
of
gonna and I'm gonna play it off as I'm still charmed, and so I'm grabbing onto the helm. She's still like right behind me?
it. Yeah, make a deception check though.
Okay. Deception. Oh, 19.
Yeah, you're playing it off.
All right. And so I have my quarterstaff still like on me while I'm steering, the helm. And real quick, I know she's just I guess like 7 o'clock of where I'm at.
Yeah, but
And
before you go any further, just because Solrak was also popping out of the room, do you mind if I just do something with him real quick too?
go for it.
All right. Solrak, so you hop out of the room as well, and you hear the singing voices of these women as you look up to Wilmore, and who's frantically shouting down to you guys to help him. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, actually, I am holding Old One Slayer, which means I'm immune to being charmed.
There you go.
So,
You guys being prepared.
So, when that awful singing disturbs my slumber, I come out to tell Chaddington to shut the fuck up. And I look over and I hear that he's got a duet going on with these awful, ugly women. I'm like, oh my god, you didn't tell me there was company. And then I pull out my fucking demon sword here.
And the matriarch sees that these songs aren't having much of effect on you and Wilmore, at least. It seems like Fang is at control, and you've grabbed a sword out and ready to go. The matriarch swoops on down. Well, wait just one moment. I can see our songs have no effect on you. Look, we don't mean any harm.
I pull out one Slayer as well. Obviously, I already had him, but to be intimidating. Say, damn right, witch. What do you want?
Look, we don't mean any harm. We just want...
Oh yeah? Is that what you told them to crash the boat?
Oh, you don't know that?
Oh yeah, that's true.
We just want something in exchange, perhaps. She looks down at you and sees your gold locket hanging around your neck, Solrak. She kind of lifts up her finger and looks at it gently and then drops it back down. Perhaps a trade.
What kind of trade?
You give us whatever shinies, valuables, gems, jewelry you'd like, and we'll let you go sailing off without any other incidents.
Do you really think that after everything we've gone through, we're gonna be intimidated by a bunch of awful singers? We live with Chaddington here! If you're looking at this, no one's ever going to take this from my neck. Not while I breathe.
Well,
I'm singing in the background. Ooh, it's the bomb.
She looks at you in the eyes, Solrak, and just starts staring at you. And inside your mind, you start seeing your late wife, Julian, and your mother, Angrieve, your father, all happily living together under the roof of your castle of Daggerford once more. See yourself running through the lily fields of Julian and having a great time and just basking in love and sunlight and just these things that you long for and desire the most and you miss. I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Now, is this a charm still? Because I
Nope.
am still immune.
Nope.
So, wisdom saving?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And that doesn't give me... Yeah, I do have advantage, right? No,
I don't
not on that.
think so.
14.
Silrak, you begin just staring off into space as you get lost in your mind of this vision, of this idyllic scenery of your youth almost, a life once lost, you know, things that meant the most to you, your love and your family, your homeland of Daggerford. It's like you're there again, and you're frozen, paralyzed, standing there. The harpy matriarch, she looks at you as you're standing there, rips your chain off your neck. That should do. And she begins flying off. She flies up into the air and looks at Wilmore in the eyes. And do you have anything I would like as well?
I say, yeah, 1 second. I cast silence on pretty much right in the middle to hit everybody. It's 20-foot radius.
Whole boat just blinks with complete silence. Don't even hear the water around you all.
And then I leap out of the crow's nest and just land on Solrak.
Alright. Just leap out of the crow's nest. Land on Solrak. Make a acrobatics check.
It's like over 20. Can I do a flip?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, I do 2 flips.
Yeah, you do!
Oh, hold on. Since it's in that 20, he's standing there, just completely dazed. I look at him, or she comes up to me. Boom, silence. I run over in complete silence, and it's just double front flip, land on his shoulders, and I just start tapping him in his upper chest. Just like banging him to wake him up.
You jump out of the crow's nest like an Olympic diver, and you land on Solrak, and you wake him up out of this daze. Solrak, you snap out of this beautiful, idyllic scene of being down in Daggerford once more, and you realize that you were frozen there for God knows how long.
And I have her right in front of me, correct?
She has flown up a little bit, like 10 feet.
Okay.
I would say she's within reach of you.
Question.
All right. Well,
So-
I'm swinging my demon sword at her.
All right, hold on.
It's the first thing I see.
Yeah, Fang, what were you gonna do real quick?
So, I was able to hear everything behind me and like kind of pick up what was happening, because I was gonna hold off on what I was about to do.
Yeah.
And okay.
So yeah. So
Can I
pick it back to you now.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say. So, after all that happens, I take my quarterstaff and turn around real quick with a baseball bat swing right at the harper behind me's head.
All right. You turn around, quickly swing, right in her head. You can do that with advantage if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say like sneak attack. Right. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. I don't know why I did it like that. That'd be a 16. Does that hit?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, cool. Let's do advantage anyways. Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
And I'll do that with a stunning strike.
Okay. So I gotta make a or what is it? Con.
Con saving throw.
Con.
And she took 11 damage.
I rolled a 19.
Aye.
Massive swing with the quarterstaff just knocks his harpy in the head as you turn around. She's not expecting it. This happens right as Solrak wakes up, essentially, from being hit from Wilmore. So we're saying this all happens in snap, same moment. Solrak,
Yeah, so would I not get my second
No,
swing
no.
then? Okay, yeah, I didn't think so.
Solrak, I'll let you do one quick thing real quick, and then if you guys are fighting, it looks like we're going in initiative.
Yeah, buddy, I'm waking up and I literally, like my last thing that was going on, I was threatening this bitch with my sword. So I have him in my hand and I'm swinging demon sword at him, taking 1 slash.
All right.
Alright. Ooh, that's a 23.
Yeah, that
As
hits.
I'm like on his shoulders, and it's like, you know, like 2 kids in a trench coat style. Can I get an action too?
Yeah, fuck yeah, go for it.
All right, I'm gonna pull out my dagger of venom, and I'm gonna activate it.
And damage.
It's 10 total.
Yep.
Cool. Wilmore, you land on Solrak's back. As you flip down, you pull out your dagger instantly, and you hit the switch on it that activates all this black acid poison to start dripping down the blade of
Never
it.
mind, it's 20 damage. I'm sorry about that. So I didn't roll the original damage. I just hit the D6.
Okay. 20. Gotcha. All right. Okay, and yeah, Wilmore.
It's an action to hit the button. I mean,
That's
can I
right.
attack
That's
her
right.
too, or no?
Or it's a bonus action, technically, right?
I thought it was
Maybe
use
it's
an action.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's like but it's yeah. Or, I gain +1 bonus to action to attack and damage rolls. Yeah, and then it's an action to cause it. So
Gotcha. All right. That's
so I
perfect.
just got a primed weapon.
Solrak, you slash into this Harpy Queen, gashing her big time, and all of a sudden you notice this mood that they were all in just quickly shift. They all had this kind of like easygoing, ethereal, spooky-ish kind of mood, but like kind of trying to get on your guys' side. And now it's almost like you guys flipped a switch and they turn into this evil, demonic-looking, grinning, terrifying-looking winged women. And we're going to go ahead and add you guys to the combat tracker and do this damn thing. Actually, it looks like you guys are already in there still, so let's clear that.
Mine's not. So let me should I roll
Oh yeah,
initiative again?
I deleted you. Yeah, let me just add you one more time, and then yeah, you guys just if you re-roll, I think it'll update, right?
I'll just
I
roll
refreshed.
again.
I refreshed just in
24,
case.
17.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
Oh yeah, 22.
Yeah.
So which one did I add?
4 and a 2. What's the third one?
5. All right, Fang, you are up now. You have this one situated right behind you that you just smacked across the head. She's looking a little woozy and whatnot. Go for it.
Yeah. So, bonus action. I'm gonna kind of flow my energy to power up my wolf bite ring.
Okay.
And then
Just so everybody knows, we are in silence, so no verbal spells can be made.
Yeah, I think he's good for the most part.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'm gonna swing with my quarterstaff. 13.
13 will hit.
Whew. All right.
Yeah, there's.
So there's that. 11, and then 2d6. 7. So 18.
Very nice. One big hit smacks her against the head. She's looking woozy after that. Definitely seeing some stars.
And then coming back with the quarterstaff. 13 again.
13 will hit.
Yeah. 6 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, 12. So 18.
Damn.
That was max on that wolf bite.
Yeah, that
12.
was huge. So yeah, another big old hit on her. She's definitely looking pretty beat up and weak currently, but definitely still standing and has this like menacing grin looking at you, and has her wings kind of spread up at her back.
And bonus action. Hold on 1 sec.
You use the bonus action to activate the wolf.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Thank you.
Cuomo.
Cuomo. He sees me kind of getting into a little tussle with this witch, and so he's gonna come in. Sees that she's looking weak with a beak.
Absolutely.
Real quick, does Cuomo regain any health from a short rest?
You can roll 1 hit dice for Cuomo on a short rest because he's level 1, so he has 1 hit dice.
Which is a 6.
It's what is his? I believe it should be an 8 with his size. A 10 actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me do that real quick.
I just pumped him back up to full. I've just so 5 actually.
18. Yeah, so 18.
So 1 under. Okay.
Okay. Yep. So he's gonna come at that with a beak.
Hell yeah.
Oh, 23 with the beak, Cuomo.
Yeah, and Cuomo beaks at it, does some damage. Tell me what he does.
Cuomo does 12 damage with the beak.
Holy shit. Yeah, Cuomo pecks right through its chest and just you see blood squirt out, and the heartbeat's wings go limp as it falls backwards over the deck into the water.
Yeah, Cuomo. All right, and then Cuomo's gonna stay with me as we look to help out the rest of the gang.
Okay. Chocopy now. Chocopy's.
What about me?
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Skipping
Up
me.
to you now.
It's all right. I'm gonna take my dagger of venom,
Hell
and
yeah.
the one in front of us is the.
Yeah.
That's the matriarch.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna stab her.
Stab.
Just gonna so like I'm since I'm so small, I'm actually like I'm gonna like flip off his back, and I'm like right by his feet, and I'm gonna like go in between his legs, just like stab her in the kneecap.
She's up in the air currently.
Then I'm gonna slide behind his knees and throw the dagger up at her.
Love it.
And that's action. Come on. It's 24.
24 hits, man. Big
And
time.
then you need a DC 15 con save plus 8 damage.
14 total.
Yeah.
So that's 2d10, and you're poisoned.
Nice. So,
So that is
disadvantage for me.
Oh, 19 more damage.
So 27 total.
19 plus 8, yeah, 27 total, and you're poisoned.
Hefty.
And then
Big old slash with this black poison coated on this dagger slices right through her flesh. You see her cry out as it starts sizzling, this searing pain through her flesh, and you see it rotting it apart. She cries back, just kind of wheezing, and just, oh, it's terrible.
so like as this is all in the dome of silence, and Solrak sees me slide out and just throw this thing up and just do this crazy shit, and he obviously is looking at me. I look back at him, and I give him the 2 fingers in the eyes and 2 fingers back at him, and I just do that like a couple times, and that's gonna be Bardic Inspiration.
Love it. Solrak, you get to add a D8 to whatever roll you want one time. Except for damage rolls.
Yep,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
it's an attack roll, any attack roll.
Attack or ability. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
saving throw.
attack or ability check. Yeah.
Sanity.
Sanity is going to. She's just gonna like buzz this matriarch, like just fly right by her face, so that she like can't see Solrak, so that he gets advantage on his next throw
Love it.
or his next attack.
Okay. Chocopee is up now. He's gonna just take his 2 scimitars, swing at her. Nat 20 on one of them.
This bitch is dead.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm using my mouse for my laptop, but my mouse is for my PC. There we go. Does 14 points of damage on her. Slash into her big time. He like kind of jumps up in the air to reach her. Slashes into right into her midsection. And Solrak, you're up.
All right. And I have advantage, you said?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
you have
party.
advantage, and then on one thing you can roll a d8 if you'd like to as well.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I want to get my necklace back. So I'm going to stab this bitch with demon sword here. I'm going to take a swing.
Hell yeah.
And, let's see. Oh, that's a fucking nat 20, baby.
Nice. Hell yeah. Roll damage. Too bad you're not raging.
I know, that would have been nice. So that is...
So we'll add 6 to that for that first number to make an 8.
Yeah.
So 17?
Yep.
Hell yeah. Plus, double, roll your fire damage twice as well.
Oh, sweet. 2 and 4. Plus
Nice.
6. 23.
Fuck yeah, man. Big old slash. Flaming into her midsection. Ripping into her flesh. Searing away. Go ahead. Swing number 2.
It's time for number 2 here. And that is a 16.
16. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Alright. That is 6 damage plus 8 damage.
It's 14.
And then I shall do my one slayer.
Hell yeah.
I hit.
Yeah, you see her pace, kind of her face. Her face. Her face is just kind of shrieking in pain, but you guys can't hear anything. 18 will hit for sure. Just kind of making this menacing look as she just grits her teeth with each one of these slashes going into her body. And with this one,
6 damage.
her body falls down into the deck of the ship, just lifeless, as her vulture-like wings collapse behind her as well, and the gold locket in her grasp just lets go of it, and it falls onto the ship floor in front of you.
And I grab it and I put it back on.
Hell yeah, and she is dead. Anything else for you?
I spit on her too. Bitch.
All
Take
right.
my life.
Brutus is up. He unfortunately can't do anything to this one who's flying on over here, so she's gonna bark in excitement. Last Harpy is up now. She's just flying there in fear, sees her 2 sisters, or her sister and her mother, getting slayed right in front of her. You see the fear in her eyes as she quickly turns around 180 and begins flying away as quickly as she can. She gets about 60 feet away from you guys, and she just keeps on flying away. She's going to keep flying away. If you guys want to try to do anything with her, or you going to let her just go?
Yeah.
He's
She's
60 feet away.
Yeah. Currently she is.
Yeah. I'll let her go.
Oh,
Throw a dart.
you can do that at disadvantage?
Fine.
Well, does darts even go that far?
60 feet.
That's okay. I thought it was like at 60, yeah. So disadvantage, yeah.
Fine.
It's
I mean,
the...
I can start blasting her.
So anyway, I started blasting. I guess it's just a regular D20.
yeah. Plus the dex and proficiency bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll show on the...
So, hold on.
Yeah,
Plus,
that'll hit.
yeah.
That hits.
Alright,
And
well,
then-
I got disadvantage.
Oh, yeah. But you throw the dart, it goes flying across,
Oh, yeah!
hits her body. You guys can't hear that. Just does a little weird cry.
Five damage.
Very nice, 5 damage. Little dart just pierces into her. She keeps on fluttering away and flying away. Yeah, I
Worth
mean,
it.
Wilmer, you're not trying to do anything, are you?
Nah, I'm not.
All right. Yep, she flies away completely into the night, the darkness of the night, and it's now about 2 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning currently, as she has rudely, or these 3 harpies have rudely awakened you in the middle of the night.
I look at Chaddington, and then I say, "Thank you, oh man. That was close."
I look at him and I go, I told them they shouldn't have done that, buddy. But they did it.
Just didn't listen.
I'm looking over their bodies. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, the one fell off into the water and floated away. The other one, the matriarch, was there. I mean, there's literally nothing. It's just vulture-like wings, this pale, pinkish kind of skin that has this like weird, kind of rough texture to it, and yeah, it's just the stringy hair, and you can see like these like weird black eyes.
I stick my dagger in her eye, and I see if anything oozes out.
Yeah, go ahead and stick the dagger in it, see if anything oozes out. Just like a weird, like, clearish liquid. Just like kind of some eye fluid that just pours out of there, but nothing, no black, viscous liquids or anything like that.
None of that Ducium shit. Alright,
No.
cool.
Well, if
Well,
that's done,
gentlemen, I
guys,
don't know what this was all about.
that's done with, then I'm gonna get back to trying to rest.
Chakapi would, brush off his scimitars, the bit of blood on them, and sheathe them real quick and look at you. Harpies, known to come to sea, try to lure sailors late at night.
Well, maybe next time they'll try a little harder. And just start climbing up the thing back to the crow's nest.
They were not
Back to
prepared
the
for
cot.
warriors like yourselves.
Hey, Shocky, you're pretty badass yourself.
Yes, I try to protect the ones I love the most and give it to my all to do the best I can.
Well, I like you too. I don't know if I'm committed enough to say love yet. But back to the cot. And I jump on the cot. And I go back to sleep.
Jump on it and it's, oh god, it's a little stiff. That hurt. Wilmer, you're taking the crow's nest?
I'd take the crow's nest, and I'd probably be up for another hour or so, just looking out for that tentacle, or any idea that if that was brought on as well.
Yeah, make a perception check if you're looking out for it. Or just in general.
Yeah, perception.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you look out into the distance of the dark and lonely night of the sea of moving ice. You just see those glacial rifts drift on by. No signs of any aquatic life or any sort of life in the depths below. At least nothing that's noteworthy or noticeable from where you're positioned up in the crow's nest. And yeah, you look out into the distance, trying to just keep an eye out to make sure nothing comes your way that probably shouldn't be. And feel pretty confident that you guys are safe and alone out here after watching for about an hour or two. But you probably could call it a night if you'd like.
Yeah, I would just slowly drift off to sleep.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 1 on a percentile dice.
Fucking roll dice after I say I go to sleep.
That's a good one. So you decide time to get some shut eye. It's now pretty late in the night, 3, 4 in the morning. You go ahead and crawl up in that crow's nest and just drift off to sleep. Chakapi awakens with the sun beating down on him early in the morning, and begins tethering the sails and getting everything positioned correctly. Make sure that you guys are heading in the right direction for the day to head towards Svartborg and aim for what you guys had planned, which is to hopefully arrive in the dead of the night, or in the darkness of the night. And so, he gets the sail positioned right to make sure that you guys are picking up the right speed, and he navigates the ship to head out in the right direction. And he lets you guys take a nice rest, and you all begin to wake up as well. He kind of goes back to the back of the cabin, knocks on the door, says, "Wakey, wakey."
Complete the long rest. Nice.
You guys complete the long rest, yep. He goes and knocks back on Fang and Solrak's cabin. "The morning sun looks good today. Greet you with golden smile."
Ugh. Is that the saying this time? God, it better be an easy night. Last night was exhausting.
You could say that again.
Yeah, last night was exhausting. Whew.
You could say that again.
From
Last night
from the
Really
crow's
exhausting.
nest.
was exhausting.
Hey guys, was last night exhausting for you?
Oh my god, last night was exhausting, man.
Last night was exhausting, guys.
Yeah, you said it.
He looks down at the deck, and there's still one of the harpy feathers lying there. And he picks it up, just kind of blows it off into the distance. And you guys see it pick up some wind and start drifting away over the waters until it finally just connects to the sea and just floats there. "We still have more seal?"
Yes, we do.
"Jockabee hungry."
Let's get some breakfast. By the way, Fang, had every intention of killing you last night, but you didn't save me from the water. However, that was some fine battling you did there. Totally regained my respect. It was a good work.
Like you didn't just say that you thought about killing me last night. Well, I get it. You know, we all have those days. But
That's called a callback.
uh,
I don't think he meant
Look.
that.
Ah!
Today's a new day. Today's a new day. And look, we're not taking on water anymore. Let's just make sure we get to Svartborg safe and sound by dark tonight.
Get out of this stupid ice. Anywho, let's get some breakfast. And I can come out.
Yeah.
Pull
Do we have
out-
any more seal?
Yeah, buddy. Pull out that seal and just start chomping off big old slabs. I throw a big piece to Brutus, and then I start cutting off pieces for everybody else.
Begin slicing away at this fatty, blubbery seal. You only have a little bit left over of it, and probably going to be going bad in the next day or two if you guys don't finish it up today anyway. So you start divvying out the last bits of it for everyone to have a nice hearty meal to hold you off until later in the day, or maybe even the whole day.
Yep.
I'm just up there in the crow's nest, just reaching in my bag of holding and pull out a ration and just watch them eat the kind of nasty looking seal.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty. You pull out one of these
Hate it.
rations and you start chomping away at it. Eating bits of nuts and berries and some jerky up there. Getting all your vitamins and antioxidants and everything. Everything Wilmore needs to have a successful day in life. And
Yeah, this is what happens when the fucking DM is a vegetarian, goddammit.
Hey, pescatarian. That's how I let you have the seal. Go knucklehead fish trouting. Or
So
knucklehead trout
seals
fishing.
should be included.
Seals and fish,
It's still in the water. It's pescatarian, right?
right? The water, that worked. Excellent dolphin.
So, Wilmore, you're up there starting to eat, chomp away at some of these snacks and everything, and all of a sudden you feel a splat, kind of hits you right on the shoulder.
Take a spit.
Yeah,
like a poop.
you look up. There's a seagull flying right over your head.
You did get pooped on.
They say that's good luck, Chaddington.
I look at it. It's on my shoulder. I smell it. Woo! Boys, I think we might be close to land. What is this? Does it smell like oxen?
Make a perception check.
Yeah. How does this poop smell?
You tell me.
A 3.
How is it?
Maybe.
Smells like bird poop, man.
Smells like bird poop. I go, gentlemen, there's birds. I think we're getting close to land, or I don't know, something. I kind of look up in the sky because I mean, there's usually more than one bird. Is there like a flock? Is there anything?
Yeah, you look up and you first notice the one bird, and then you start that obviously shat on your shoulder, and you start looking around, and you notice there's another one flying around, and then you look around, and there's maybe 3, 4, and then you turn around, there's like 1,000, like an innumerable flock just flying behind, just getting ready to swarm above the ship, it looks like.
Does it look like they're like flying away from something, or just kind of like?
Nah, from what it looks like, it
Skanking.
just looks like, yeah, they're just kind of skanking about. So, just kind of flying above the ship and circling above it now.
Circling above.
Stay in school.
Yeah, and now after the one bird, is flying above the ship, and the second one comes up, and a third, and then a few more, and then it looks like hundreds more start swarming in. They start circling around, and then just all over Wilmore specifically, getting shit on.
Can I see all this going on?
Yeah, and you can hear it. It's like loud, and the calling of the seabirds above. It's insane.
So I
Dude, looks like you definitely pissed off someone today. Are you having a shitty morning?
Hey, never mind, Chaddington. You can do Eldritch Blast all you want, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, don't drink too much. You might get a little shit-faced.
so I look down and I go, stop laughing.
Or else what? You gonna take a shit? Oh, you looks like you already got shat on.
So I start blasting.
Oh,
You're gonna start blasting?
Yep.
Hell yeah, blast away.
oh no, Solrak, what'd we do?
I was just
There's
imitating my favorite actor, William
There's a
Shatner.
26.
Yeah, 26
and,
hits. I
and
rolled
a
a natural
13.
1. Yeah, 13 will hit. Yeah, for sure. They both blast away a seagull each.
4.
Well, actually, yeah,
and
let's see how much damage it is total, because maybe you do more.
7.
Yeah, you blast away like 3 of these seagulls, just chopping them down. And sorry, why can't I find it? There we go.
Waiting for that goddamn narwhal to come back.
Okay. Okay. And you shoot down 3 of these seagulls. One lands down on the deck below, another one towards the front of the ship, and then another one lands right in the crow's nest with you.
And I get out of the crow's nest. I climb down.
Yeah, you go to quickly jump out of the crow's nest real quick, and as you do, you look down at the seabird, the seagull that's dead there. You notice attached to its leg, see like a little bow with like a wooden tube attached to it.
Get back in and I take a look at it.
Yeah, this bird is dead, so you quickly just untie the knot real quick and open up this little wooden tube that's affixed to the seagull's leg. And inside of it is it's a little parchment, a little note.
Okay. I open it up and read it.
You unravel this scroll real quick. Why isn't that sending? Give me 1 second. Nothing's sending in the game log for you guys, is it?
No.
Let me test.
Uh,
I was able to type something.
Yeah, but my
Just throw it in the
copy
Discord.
message link. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I'll throw it in the Discord. I wanted everyone else to see it though. So yeah, you pull out of this little wooden tube, just a little parchment. It's kind of crumbled up paper, little burned edges and dirtied up a bit. You open it up and it reads, "Stay out of my way, and I will stay out of yours." Written in black ink, and then there's a stamp in the top right corner of a black dragon. And as you read that and finish reading it out loud, paper burns to embers in your hands and the ashes and just crumbles, and the wind takes out the embers and blows them away.
Weren't there black dragons on the kegs, guys? I think. Interesting. I'm gonna shoot another one out of the sky so that it lands on the boat.
Yeah. Make a wisdom check for me real quick, though.
Give me wisdom.
You recognize this as being the Zentarum symbol.
That's what I thought.
And yeah, you definitely have seen Narvi with it, and then the man that led you all, or led Narvi to you all, he had that tattooed on his forearm, Sol Rexall.
Yep, that's what I thought. I kind of keep this to myself. I'm gonna shoot one more bird so that it like lands on the deck of the ship.
Oh, 2 of them landed on the deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So then I'm just gonna go down and while I'm covered in poop, just like staring at the ground, not talking to
There's
anybody.
still birds flying ahead. Yeah, and swarming and just every now and then.
And they're just pooping on me. I'm just gonna walk into the inside area and shut the door.
All right.
And not talk to anybody. Just looking very, very depressed and defeated.
It sounds like rain falling on a tin roof as you're inside of this cabin. Just.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna sit there brooding.
Yeah.
Did we see Chaddington, kind of like mosey on over to that seagull?
The seagull was in the crow's nest with him.
Oh, it started happening in the crow's nest.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still just laughing furiously at him for just getting shit on. That's literally like I am just at this point on the ground, like holding my belly, like ah!
I guess the little one got a little butthurt from your jokes there.
You know.
Yeah. When I walked to the back, I just looked like more than defeated.
What? He's been giving them all along, you know. Sometimes you gotta take a little shit.
And then, Solrak, I mean, we've got more food here.
All right, let's go eat.
Chakapi would look at you real quick, Fang, and say, "You know what you say is true."
Oh, we got more food?
Well, but what they say, it's good luck.
Oh, right.
He is reigning in good luck right now.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how the day progresses, Chalky.
His new nickname might have to be Birdie Boo.
I like it.
I
I
like
like it.
I like
And then
it.
so while I'm in there by myself, I put on my invisibility ring. And I just sit there for like a minute. And I go, I know you're watching. And I'm still coming for you. And then I take it off.
As soon as he takes it off, just the first thing I want him to hear, Birdie Poo! Ah! Chocopy, you're the man!
It's funny, right? Because birdie poo. And
But during all of this,
poo.
I like right when I hear him saying it's funny, right? I cast silence on the ship.
It's funny, right?
And then I walk out and just walk to the front of the ship while everyone's still pooping on me, and I just stare out into the distance.
I just picture this like in a movie, like cinematic, just the rain of poop coming down on you, just complete silence though, and just the sincere look on your face as you look out into the ocean, the sea. I love it.
And I'm still pointing though, and I can't say anything.
You guys see him walk on by, and yeah, you're pointing and laughing. Is there anything? And obviously, you guys can't hear anything. Is there anything that you guys do?
Yeah. So
Too busy laughing.
we've got some time to kill. Actually, we can't say anything.
Or hear? Yeah, there's complete silence in there.
So I go over to Chaddington and I try and take the bag of holding out and like try and like indicate that I need it real quick.
Like, it's on my side. I don't let him touch it. Like, or you know what? I just open it in front of him and I just look at him with just the open bag of holding.
I pull out the busted up battle axe that I took and put in there from the fight around the like the frost giant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moot. Yeah.
Battle axe from fight. Yep.
Yeah. How big is the battle axe?
It's a normal battle axe size. It's like 2.5, 3 feet, 2 to 2.5, 2 to 3 feet.
I'm examining it. Like, what does the damage look like on it?
It looks like a pretty standard type of battle axe.
Yeah, but like the damage on it.
It looks like it cut someone. Make a investigation roll.
Okay. I'm saying like the damage that we did to it.
Oh, gotcha. I was
But
misunderstanding. I thought you meant like how much damage it does.
No.
I'm like, good. You want me to tell you it does a D8?
No. That's not what I'm asking.
Yeah, no, you've nicked it up pretty well. You know, it's no longer sentient at all, and definitely you tarnished it pretty well. It's pretty chipped up and broken.
Like, is the handle?
Tell me what you're trying to do, and I'll tell you how broken it is.
Okay. Because we have time to kill. I wanted to see if I can mend it back to its ways.
I'll allow you. Yeah, you can definitely mend it back to turning into a standard battle axe. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So you sit there with a broken battle axe, pretty unusable in its current state, and he's looking for something to do to pass the time a bit. So you decide to try out some of your new magic provided by the one and only Morning Lord Lathander, and you mend this battle axe back to combat ready state. Looking nice and shiny, has a nice sheen on it, and definitely ready to slice through some bitches.
Yeah. I kind of show Soul Rack my work and kind of like flaunt it around in my hand like this, and I throw it and have it try and go right by him and like just stick out into the wall right behind him.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. You just throw it right by his head. Ding! Pings into the wall and sticks there.
And then I look at the thing stuck to the wall, and then I look at him. I look at the thing stuck to the wall, and I look at him. That was awesome. And I take it back, and then I flip it, and then hand it to him. Handle first. For safety.
Respect.
Take it back, and then I just put it back in the bag of holding for right now.
Hell yeah. Alright. Um, so Chocopee kind of goes up to the front of the boat, and he's taking the helm and starts steering you guys up northwards a little bit. Does anyone want to do lookout? Tell me. So everyone's got free time on the boat essentially right now. There's nothing seeming to be in the immediate vicinity as you guys have kind of looked around a little bit. But you guys can all kind of take on separate responsibilities if you would like on a boat. Perhaps steering, perhaps navigating with the sails, or just navigating, telling us where to go, or you can take the paddles and paddle a bit, or you can just do nothing, relax, and you could even just stand on the boat and practice sword swinging or whatever. You guys, I will go one at a time, and you guys can just tell me what you want to do. So let's start with Wilmore.
Yeah, I would scrub up the mast a little bit and then climb back up to the crow's nest with some water and some towels and clean up the bird poop and kind of take my old position back.
All right, yeah.
And keep a lookout with Sanity, flying out and looking through her eyes every couple seconds just to see what's going on.
Sure thing. So every now and then you kind of just sit back in the crow's nest, roll your eyes in the back of your head, and start looking through Sanity's eyes and start flying out into the distance and just keeping an eye out for anything. Roll a perception check for me, please. Sandy goes flying out about 100 feet in radius around the ship, seeing everything that you can see.
Minor.
As Sandy notices some more birds in the distance to the north a little bit, kind of the way that you guys are heading, but a little bit more northwards. And yeah, Chocopee kind of just steers up that way a little bit more, and nothing too noteworthy to notice up there other than just seeing some seabirds flying in the air, it seems like, for now. Anything else that you want to do?
I just stand up there, keep track. I mean, I'll be playing my lute. Just 'twas a shitty day and a shitty night, and a shitty day for my friends tonight.
All right, love it. Sorek, what would you like to do during this time?
All right. Well, I want to speed up the boat and also get a sweet shoulder pump in, brother. So I'm gonna take the oars.
Hell yeah.
And start rowing.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and you grab a paddle on one side, a paddle on the other. Overarching large rows, start rowing the boat a little bit. Go ahead and roll an athletics check for me, please.
All right, and I get advantage on it.
Do you?
So I have an advantage thing next to all my. Either way, it's a 24. So.
Yeah, big time. You start like fluid motion, start pushing the boat forward, and oh yeah, all your stuff has advantage on it. I must have fucked up that the weapon description or the helmet, what it does when you attune to it. I must have gave you advantage on like everything by an accident.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I don't know why it's like that, but anyways, yeah, you're speedily moving the boat along. Chocopee looks back. Whoa, now slow it down a little bit. We want to make sure we get there in nightfall.
Well, I gotta get a good shoulder pump here. Oh.
Okay. Well, how about I'll steer down south a little bit, take us a longer route, and then push up north so you can still get the workout.
That's why I like you, Chucky.
Like you too. And hey, I noticed that fishing rod. You ever use it?
I never do. You want it?
I don't, but maybe we use it to go fishing.
Ooh. I always wanted to go fishing. And I go back to my head. It's like this memory of me asking the king at the time to take me fishing. It's like, would you take me fishing, Dad? And he just goes, no. And then the memory ends. And then a single tear rolls down my eye. I'd love to go fishing.
Inspiration.
Yeah!
If you make me laugh that hard, it's an inspiration. That's incredible. It's like, well, we have all the time in the world out here to go fish if you like. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
I like what you did there.
Where?
Don't worry about it.
Fang, what would you like to... Oh, yeah, go on. Keep going.
Well, after like an hour or so, I'll stop and then I'll finish. But then we can move on.
Love it. And, Fang.
Yeah, so I see Chaddington in the crow's nest and Solrak and Chocapoo doing their thing. So I decide to head back into the room, and I pull out my calligrapher's supplies as well as my my Temple of Lathander, and I've already kind of grasped everything I need to. I needed from the Temple of or the Tome of the Morning Lord, but I start, really trying to dive down deep into it and take as many notes as possible to see if I can blend the two by using some of these cleric skills and incorporating them with my key more often. So that's kind of what I'm trying to maybe do my own research on this.
I like it. Yeah, trying to use good reasoning and facts. Trying to combine the two, see what things are similar and how you can maybe utilize them together, and maybe how the puzzle pieces may fit together to create a whole new picture for you.
Yeah, as I progress in this new sort of, I guess we'll call it lifestyle.
I like that. Yeah, you do some nice studying and kind of reading everything over. Like you said, you're definitely getting more understanding of the way of Lathander, his healing ways, and the way of the light, and just trying to connect it with the elements and the way that you utilize them in a way as well, and how you can harness that to create even more power and even health for yourself and for your teammates and for your friends. So yeah, you're definitely piecing some things together there, getting some good notes taken down, and some bullet points where you're like, oh yeah, this might work here, and then that could work as well. Feeling pretty confident in it. And as you start writing, your pen slips a little bit in your hand, your quill, if you will, and the boat kind of just jostles a bit as a rogue wave kind of hits the boat and kind of tosses you guys around a little bit. And Chocopee's looks back, water's getting a little rough, guys. And you guys kind of all look around, and the boat is kind of bobbing up and down now, and kind of just sliding things about just a little bit. You guys are starting to feel a little motion sickness after about 10 minutes, 15 minutes of this bobbing, and the waves kind of just crashing into the boat and pushing you guys around and just kind of throwing off your equilibrium. Is there any way that you guys might mitigate this seasickness?
I'm gonna look out. Is there a storm brewing? Is there a big wake that we're going through? Is there any indication of what's causing it?
Make an investigation roll.
And I'm gonna put the paddles in.
Okay.
So I'm no longer we slow down.
Re-rolling that.
Oh yeah. My rolls aren't coming up on my DM screen, but they're coming up on my player one. So you rolled a 5, 6 total. Gotcha. All right. So looking out, and doesn't seem like a storm is approaching. You kind of see it looks like there's a lot more ice kind of forming on the sides of there's a path that you guys are kind of sailing through currently, and there's kind of thicker glacial rifts on the top and the bottom of where you guys are sailing through on your guys' sides. And it seems like maybe the water is getting pushed against these and kind of recoiling and coming back a bit and just kind of thrashing you guys around a little bit. Now that you notice that, is there anything maybe that you guys do to try to alleviate this motion sickness that you're feeling?
Yeah, so I stop taking my notes, and I go outside into the room, and I just like observe like how's the wind.
The wind seems like how it was earlier. Essentially, it's pretty. It's not like a heavy breeze, but it's definitely a little breezy. You feel it against your skin, especially as you stand out there on the deck.
Yeah, I go back and sit on the pod, looking down and taking those notes while all that was happening was kind of getting me a little seasick. So I just decided to just focus on my breathing and try and get that in sync with the rocking of the boat to get everything back
Hell yeah.
to normal.
Solrak?
I'm gonna go into the cot again and sit down for a minute.
Okay.
Catch my bearings.
Wilmore, anything that you do?
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself and kind of come down out of the crow's nest and going back and forth. What are you supposed to do? Deep breathing, and I mean that's about it.
Okay.
Drink
Yeah, you guys are starting to feel really woozy as the ship waves come in all sorts of different directions, just kind of bounce you guys around. It's feeling like you guys are getting lifted up and down and to the side, and you guys hear the paddles, the extra paddles that you guys have on the ship, just kind of sliding across the floor and then rolling it back. And Brutus kind of tipping and having a hard time keeping his balance. He keeps on like trying to stay, on all fours, kind of just scurrying across side to side every time the boat shifts in any direction. You guys still feeling a little bit of that seasickness. Make a Constitution saving throw, everyone, with advantage, and then Wilmore, of course, you are blessed or whatever.
Constitution saving with advantage.
Yeah, because you guys all took a proper step to mitigate.
14.
18 here.
And Wilmore's
11.
11. Fang and Solrak, you guys sit down in the back of the boat and just kind of breathe into yourselves, and you see Fang's got his eyes closed, and just kind of you guys are just trying to focus and try to fight away this sickness at all. Wilmore's got the stench of fucking bird shit all over him, and it's a little hard for him to focus on his breath because every time he breathes in, he gets that whiff of the bird shit that's all over his body, and it just makes him a little bit more nauseous each time. And you're standing at the front of the boat, you're trying to focus for a moment, and then all of a sudden, you just start vomiting all over the deck, and Chakapi backs up. Oh, that's gross. Oh, little man, stop. And you just you're feeling very seasick, Wilmore. Not able to get through this very well. You're looking pretty woozy and pretty pale, paler than normal, which is pretty fucking pale, and like paler than me.
I'm going to crawl over to Cuomo, and I'm just gonna like put my hand on his like claw and be like, "Up, please."
You just trying to get Cuomo to lift you up.
Yep. So like it stopped rocking. 'Cause it'll at least be flat.
Gotcha. Yep. You hop on. Cuomo picks you up. You hop on his back and you take to the air for a moment just to stop this swaying and bobbing, this motion sickness being on this boat. You can go ahead and roll another con saving throw with advantage if you'd like. Fang and Solrak, you guys seem to have a pretty good constitution currently, holding it down and fighting back this illness.
Keen?
Yes.
You get up to the air, Cuomo flying you up there, and you start smelling out Cuomo's feathers. And Cuomo's a pretty fucking dirty bird too. And you're trying to focus on your breathing. And then you puke. Get some of it on Cuomo's right wing, just a little bit, as you try to get it over the water onto the deck or out of your vicinity.
Sorry, bird. I'm sorry.
He's a hippogriff.
Sorry, hippo. I'm so sorry.
Looks like Chaddington's had quite the day, huh?
They said it was good luck. Maybe it's about to come.
Yeah.
That would be real good luck.
Well, he did get shit on a bunch of times.
Oh, hey, Chaddington. Did you just write a new song? Because that's pretty sick, dude.
Oh god. I think I throw up again and I go, these puns.
I know. Sometimes you just gotta throw up your hands and give up, right?
Ah, Cormo, let's get you cleaned off, buddy.
At this point, I'm starting to get dehydrated.
Yeah, just a little bit. You are feeling a little
Especially with how
woozy.
dry this humor is.
Better keep it down, or else I'm gonna have to put you in a gag order.
Glad you heard that.
Yeah, that was good. You get back down to the ground. You start cleaning up Cuomo a little bit, and you start feeling that sickness one more time. One more con saving throw. This is a flat roll. Because you're already sick. Wilmer he sits down and he's sweating. He's looking real ill, guys. Not looking good right now. Wilmer, you're gonna have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws for the rest of the day.
Well, I already have advantage, so I'm just gonna flat dex.
There you go. That works. But you're feeling quite woozy and sick, and like I said, a very pale shade of white. And you think you got all this food that's out of your stomach, all these nuts and berries. And man, Chakapi looks at you and says, "Hey, do we have any water, fresh water for him? He's not looking so good."
Yeah, I've got some in my water skin. Chaddington, here, take somebody.
Take a big old swig.
But waterfall it. Don't put your lips on it, please.
Mouth over it. I put both my hands on it, put it up, drink it, and then like when I come back down, I like hold it close to my chest.
You know what? You hold on to that water skin.
So good.
Give me your old one. At least that one's not as contaminated.
I go and I pull it up and I drag it across my chest with all the bird poop, and I go, thank you, buddy.
At least it's
I
not on
just
the
hand it to him.
mouthpiece.
And I have my finger over the mouthpiece just to make sure no water spills out.
You know what?
Like the lid was a little
Stay
loose.
hydrated. Stay hydrated, please. I insist.
For the record, I'd like to be letting it be known that Chaddington's the only one that didn't eat my delicious seal breakfast today. And look at him, you guys. So
I'm starting to think it's a seal too.
he should have eaten the seal, and he would have been fine.
That's what you get for eating those nuts and berries.
Yeah.
I throw up projectile vomit on both of their legs, and then I have some more water.
Yeah, you're looking pretty weak right now. It's early afternoon, and like mid or early afternoon, and you guys are just sailing out here. The water seems to have settled down a little bit now. I've stopped throwing you guys around a little bit, and Chakapi kind of looks around, and he sits down for a bit, and he pulls out his sharpening stone for his scimitars and just starts sharpening them. Shh. He looks up at you, Solrak. You better have those blades ready for when we arrive.
And then I pull out Demon Sword. Said, "Ha ha! This baby is always ready here." But I am going to do something. I'm going to fix my broken longbow that I never did fix.
Yeah, sure, you can definitely attempt to do that. First do a wisdom check. If you succeed, we'll have you do something else.
Oh yeah, 16.
Cool. Yeah, make just do a general dex as well. Dex check.
Okay.
So you know how to do this. You figured out how you should be able to restring it properly.
That one, but I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay, cool. You go to restring the bow on it, and you tie it on there. You get a little bit of a knot tied around this the top of the bow to get the string attached there properly again. You pluck it back. It seems like it's got some good tension to you. It's your first time attempting something like this, so you're not quite sure how exactly. You've restrung a bow before, but not one with a snapped string, trying to reutilize it to make it work properly. So you're pretty confident in it, but we'll see.
All right.
Solrak, I could have fixed that for you, buddy.
And then I look at it. It does look kind of shitty. Say, well, if you don't mind tightening it up, that'll be awesome.
Hey, I don't see why not. I just wanted to kind of see you struggle a little bit.
Well,
I thought maybe you'd have it. You were close, but let me get this ship shape for you. So I start kind of rubbing it up, and boom.
Boom. You use that mending spell, and you fix that bow to get it pulling properly. When you checked it out before, you pulled back the string, and it made like a poof, poof sound instead of like a ding, ding, like a nice sharp plucking sound. It sounded kind of loose, more of like a
boing.
Yeah.
We got a nice taut boing going.
That's right. That's what we're looking for. And you feel
nice and tight.
Feel confident that
like
it's
a toy gun.
that you are in tip-top shape with it. Hand it back to Solrak.
There you are, my good sir.
Beautiful. Well, now that that's out of the way.
Now let me try something. I still have some arrows, and I take the arrow and kind of just look out into the water to see if I see any fish. And then, do I see any fish?
Make a survival or perception check. And if someone else is looking with them, you can do it as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna look too, but I'm gonna go fishing.
Oh, next one, eh?
Oh.
Hell yeah, you definitely.
So I definitely see a fish.
Definitely see a fish.
You definitely see a fish.
You see a few of them.
With the nat 20, I see a gargantuous fish.
No, you see a school for sure of all
right,
assorted
so
fish types.
I'm following the fish intently, and I release the arrow.
All right, go to do an attack.
$17 plus whatever a longbow would be.
Yeah. Okay. You pull back. You let go, and you feel. I mean, I guess did you tie a rope to the back of the arrow, or are you just shooting? Are you just shooting it? Okay. And you see the arrow go flying through the water and connects with a fish.
Cuomo!
Yeah.
Go retrieve that, and then wash off while you're at it.
Cuomo quickly dips into the water, washes off his right wing, gets some of that vomit off of him, and grabs that fish that has now floated to the surface with an arrow sticking out of it. Grabs it in his talons and perches and flies back over to you and drops it on the deck there. In front of you, as he drops, it looks like a solid 10-pound female fish, average female side fish.
Is she pregnant?
Make an investigation roll. Or medicine.
He's going to deliver the baby.
16.
It is not. It does not. It does not appear to be pregnant.
Here you go, Cuomo. This one's all yours, buddy.
Look over at Chattington. Why did he care if it was pregnant?
I look at him and I throw up on the floor. And I roll over.
So like you said, you're going fishing?
Yep.
All right, you cast your line out there, and well, you pull out this fishing pole that was given to you by your guys' friend Ezekiel as you guys were leaving Nightstone. And you pull it out, and it's just like this small pole, right? And you flicking it out, and the whole pole extends out, and a line with a hook at the end of it shoots out of the top of it as well. And it's just a simple kind of singular pole with a string attached to it. No kind of like reel system, but it's very nicely made. You go and cast that out, fly it on out into the water, and roll a survival check for me.
Alright. 12. Now, do I get advantage on that? Because I have advantage on everything, apparently.
You don't get advantage on everything. That's some bullshit.
Let me see what I'm
that's
actually
that's
should get
that's some
advantage
user
on.
error. It's just like
Uh,
perception or something like that.
says.
No, but you cast the line out there, flies on in, and you see a couple of the fish pecking at your hook. Doesn't seem to be taking any bites or anything, like any heavy bites to bite into the hook fully. Roll another survival check out there.
Alright. Damn it. A 10, but I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, love it.
So that's a D8.
Does that last for the day?
I think so.
Wilmer? So yeah, you throw that line out there, and you see some of the fish pecking at the line. Nothing heavy seems to be biting, or you don't feel any heavy pulls until about 15 minutes in, as you're just patiently waiting there. And all of a sudden, you see the line start getting pulled and flying out there into the water, into the depths.
Oh! I got one! Hell, hit me here, I got me one! And I start fighting with this thing, trying to pull it up on deck.
You start fighting, trying to pull it, and this thing is really giving you a lot of fight. You can feel the strength and the muscle of it underneath the water, squirming, trying to fight back, swim away as much as possible. You begin reeling in. Roll an athletics check for me, please.
16.
16. You start pulling it in, you feel it pulling back out, and you pull it back in, you let some of the tension go, and then you get another pull back in, and you can see it breach the surface, it jumps over. And it's a larger female fish, so you can tell from this one, it's about 50 pounds, this one. It kind of breaches the surface, it swims back down, you keep on pulling it back in, pulling it, and it's fighting you. You feel like you're about to get pulled over the ledge of the boat, just barely, and then you give it all your muscle to keep on pulling, and you see it pulling up out of the water with the hook in its lip, and you got it out, pulling it out of the water, and you splash it into the deck of the boat, and you have this prize female knucklehead trout, 50 pounds, just lying there.
And then I just flash up a sly little smile to Fang. It's like, hey, your fish is nice too, you know. And I'm about to go start gutting my fish.
Is that one pregnant?
You stay away from my fish.
It is not. You guys discuss this real quick. I'll be right back.
Come on!
You stay away from it, you creep. I don't know what it is you care about them, but I'm gonna eat this.
Have you ever had a spoonful of fish roe, Solrak?
I have not.
Ugh. It's a rich flavor. Slightly salty, slight fishiness to it. It's quite delicate.
I overhear this and I think to myself.
I'll give you something.
I think to myself, Bang likes to eat babies.
Yeah, I'll give you some babies to swallow.
Babies?
And then I think to myself, why would Solrak feed people babies? That doesn't make any sense. He doesn't even have a womb. How would he make these babies? And I throw up again, mild. It's more of a dry heave now. It's not because like I've eaten everything. I probably have some more of Fang's water skin just to quench the thirst, rehydrate.
Yeah. Note to self: purchase new water skin.
And I slowly fade to sleep.
I'm gonna start gutting that giant big fish. Cutting off some steaks and stuff so we can have dinner later.
Slice me off a little piece of knucklehead trout nigiri, if you will.
We're not at some fancy place. You get an eyeball. There you go.
Beggars are not choosers. I will take what I get. I hear the knucklehead trout eyeball is delightful as well. Crunch, crunch.
Where I come from, it is delicacy.
Ah. Must be good luck too, huh, Chucky Poo?
It is high in iron. Good for your muscles.
Oh, then I should give this to Chaddington then.
I have a feeling he's not gonna be hungry. Take a big splash in the fish.
Like it's just dry heaving, nothing's coming out.
And then, hey, Chaddington, you think you're gonna want any of this? And as I say that, I'm like pulling out, like the insides and stuff, and like the stomach and shit. Like, I can
I go,
slice
ooh,
it up a
that looks
piece.
pretty nice, actually.
After
Just get it away from your face.
After Cuomo finished eating my little fish that I caught him, I go over to his wing that was puked on and start drying it off. Just making sure he's looking in his clean, pristine condition.
Absolutely, yeah. You get them nice and cleaned up, grabbing some of the frigid water out of the sea and splashing it on him and wiping it down, getting as much of that chunky vomit off as you can, and just drying him off now, just making sure he's clean and not going to be too cold in this frigid environment.
And I'm giving Brutus all the fish guts and shit that we don't eat.
Yeah,
Dog.
and he's loving it. He's just chowing down on it all. And Chocopi is at the helm, just steering. It's kind of slowly looking out into the distance. And it's early evening now, as you guys spent a little bit of time fishing and then gutting and eating them and all that fun stuff. He sits up there, just kind of exhales. It should not be long now.
Jockey, how much more?
We should be arriving any moment.
This could be office, yep.
You all have plan in place for when we arrive.
So, Chucky, when we dock into the port, are you familiar with the layout?
Roughly, I suggest not dock imports.
Well, where do you suggest then?
Well, Svalbard is it's glacial, circular glacial out in the ocean. Many lodges on the outside. The walls about 50 feet tall to get up to the top. There is a small dock outside of the harbor. Big docks in harbor. Chocopi think dock around somewhere not in sight. Perhaps scale wall, or looks over at Cuomo. We fly to the top surface. Approach with stealth as much as possible.
So you're saying dock at the small dock and then fly up? Is that what you're getting at?
Small dock could work, but even then, potential risk.
I think we dock at not a dock. And drop, then fly over the wall. Kill giant. Get conk. And leave.
Kind of pats you on the back. He's right. If we approach not at the docks, more than likely you can go without being seen.
Well, how about this? As night starts to fall, why don't you go ahead and take control of the ship and you guide us wherever you think we need to go?
Sure thing.
You know the layout better than anyone.
I shall approach us to the area, and once you see, you can tell me which way to go. This is your mission, and I'm here to help.
Wherever you think is closest to Jarl's throne, with us being protected.
I'm not
You
sure.
think you can manage that?
You can try. Not sure where y'all's throne is exactly, but when we approach, we can reassess.
Sounds
I
good.
bet you 10 to 1 it's in the throne room.
There are several buildings. Don't know which one has throne room.
I'm gonna go with the one with the throne room in it.
Probably
the-
right.
What's the biggest building there? Yeah, would you know?
Biggest building west of port entrance.
Then I would imagine that's where it would be.
Pull out the leather patch with the family insignia that we got from that warlock giant thing, and I show it to Chuckapoo. Says, "Does this insignia ring any bells? Do you ever recall seeing this on any buildings?"
Kind of looks at it closely. No, sorry. I have not seen that before.
Quite all right. I put it back.
I think we're going in blind. If only we had. I pull out the sending stone. I go, Harshy.
Silence. You just speak into the sending stone, wishing for Harshnag's voice to appear on the other end, to hopefully guide you to another successful mission, but silence. Chakapi just kind of, after you guys are finished conversing, just turns around again, grabs onto the steering paddle, looks out to the sea, kind of gently pushes one way, and you guys start drifting up northward just slightly more.
Wonder if perhaps there's someone we could kidnap or something when we get there. Get information from.
Yeah, it'd probably be really easy to kidnap a giant. We just get giant handcuffs and just put them on him, right? It's a really good idea, man.
Oh yeah? Well, at least one of us here has a special sword that might scare a giant or two.
One of us is special armor, so a giant
Yeah.
can never really kill him. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Hey, Fang, you got anything giant special? Except a grudge?
I kind of look down at my waist, Might have some giant.
This is a big belt buckle. Congrats.
So you noticed my dragonhide belt, huh?
It's got the 2 truck stop girls on it, back to back.
It's a nice belt. That's getting retconned, dude. That's real now.
Yep, that's canon.
Ooh, that was real.
It sounded like it hurt.
It did.
Oh man.
You ever fake vomit and hiccup at the same time?
No, I don't think I have. Oh man.
Guys, I think we gotta go in stealthy. We gotta go in Cuomo. I
Stealthy.
could go invisible, or I could harsh or Chickapee, Chickapoo, Chick my man, Chicks man. Is there any? Is this town just giants, or is there any other slaves or other creatures there?
You know, they have been known to sometimes enslave barbarians and use them to do their dirty work.
Maybe we get over the wall. We disguise ourselves as barbarians to dirty work. Maybe we can do like kitchen duty, one of the things. Right? We could be the cooks and the cleans, and Solak could do the latrines. And then we get closer, we take it and we run.
Well, with all due respect, little man, no one's gonna believe that you are a barbarian.
I mean, well, maybe. And I snap my fingers and I cast Disguise Self to look like a 4-foot version of the barbarians that we've seen. Like head to toe exactly.
Yep.
And then I look at him and I go, maybe. And then I snap my fingers and turn back to myself.
It's full of tricks, man.
And I decide to take off my dragonhide belt, put it away, and I take out and throw on my cloak of elven kind. And do I have time to attune to that prior to arriving?
I mean, you could always you guys could wait, you know, a little bit, but yeah, I mean, you can start attuning now if you like.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Sure thing. Yeah, so you throw on that cloak, and as soon as you throw it on, Wilmer and Solrak, you guys notice that the shade of it sort of turns into the shade of the wood on the boat here. It's almost like camouflage and mask with it.
Oh, that's nice. Poke him.
Still physically there.
Well, he's good. We all know I'm good. Solrak, can you try not looking so Solrak-y?
And look around. Badass, because that's the only way I look here.
I mean, your ass is kind of flat. I would call it a flat ass. It's fine. I mean, you do have the barbarian look with the little beard thingy. Maybe
I am a barbarian.
you're a bard? No, I'm a bard. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good plan. We go in, guns blazing, just like Chalky said, and we just kill them all.
Not what Chalky said.
That's not what he said at all.
Oh God. Oh, what? Who are you? Oh,
Me,
so
Chocopi.
I gotta poop.
Drink some more water, bud.
Have some water. Okay, so are we gonna pretend to be in a pinch barbarians? Any thoughts, or is it just the thick guy that's going to think?
Ducky, what do you think, man?
I think that's a good idea, but I don't know that all of
Your
you.
name's also now Chucky.
I think a good idea. It could work. We have a couple ideas that could work. Sorek, what you think?
Thank you, Chucky. I don't think all of us should go in, because some of us, and I look at Sharrington, quite incapacitated here. And Jockey, I think it might be best for you to stay outside with Chaddington and keep guard here. Because you also don't look like a barbarian. But Fang and I can go in.
Well, I'm thinking this Cuomo camouflages with the night sky, so I think my best bet with sneaking him in, because he's got a pretty large wingspan. He's a pretty big creature. I think my best bet with him is to get some aerial views.
Alright. So then perhaps I should go in, because I'm a barbarian.
Yeah, and I mean I'll stay within your area as well, like right above you, so that we don't get too far apart or too far separated.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm going in, guys. I'll be fine.
All right, kind of like it.
You trust me? Trust me? It's gonna be okay.
If you
I'll
want,
take a step away from him, because I do not trust that he's gonna stop puking.
He should be good by morning time.
I just need to get my feet on land, and then 1 second, and then I'll be okay.
if you want, Chocopee can stay back at boat to watch. But Chocopee can also come be nice assistants.
I think if we're going to a town of frost giants, we should probably all try to fight. Needed pinch
Well, if
Down the
Chaddington's
corner.
coming, then you definitely need to come.
down the side.
Yeah, honestly,
Let's pretend we captured Shakopee. Remember, like when you guys did that with me.
Well,
how so?
why would 3 barbarians that they use as slaves captured an orc go into a frost giant town? It just doesn't make sense.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the
Fair
most
enough.
logical thing he said all day.
That's fair enough.
Ugh. No. Most logical thing I said all day. Let's just go. So, excuse me. Discuss amongst yourselves.
You good over there, bud?
No, I'm not good. Not good. How much further are we? I feel like we've been driving.
You look up and say that to Chocopee, and he keeps on steering. We should be getting close now, real close. And you look out into the
So-
distance, and he looks back out as well. And through some like misty clouds that are just sitting above the water there, you guys can start seeing the form of a large glacier sitting out there amongst several other large glaciers too. But this is a massive in size. You can see it kind of just shadows in the horizon, the silhouette of it.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, so pretty. I think, guys, when we go and we sneak in, whatever we do, I think captured barbarians in the wrong place is plan B in a pinch. And no matter what happens, we should try our best not to fight them unless it's secluded, because we don't want to wake up all the frost giants. We can't kill them all. We probably kill like 3 or 4, think. Good number. But we can't kill a dozen. We just have to keep that in
Challenge accepted here.
mind. Okay. We can't kill a baker's dozen. You can kill a dozen. 13.
That's the 13th one.
That's the frost giant that killed the icicle. If you know what I'm saying. Oh.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, yeah, can't suck my dick either. Challenge.
As you guys keep sailing on.
Yeah, I accepted too, guys. Yeah.
You guys continue sailing.
Concept.
Love it. You guys continue to sail on into the night, approaching that massive silhouette that you can see in the distance. That's Send
Woohoo!
in the game log.
Yeah.
You guys can see floating out there now. This which was once an abandoned iceberg with all these lodges aboard it. You guys can see this this expanse of this large ice just constructed in the middle of the ocean here. Massive lodges kind of surrounding all around the circle of it. Some of them still seem to be entombed in some ice. And you guys can just see this as you guys are approaching far away. Don't see like many close-up details yet, but just this massive iceberg with all these buildings all situated around the outer edge of it.
And this is the east side of the of Svardborg?
Correct.
Okay.
And let me just switch you guys on over.
I think we go for the biggest building. I mean, it's the throne room, right? Why wouldn't you put it in the big one?
You guys can see this map now.
I see something.
Hold on.
I see part of it.
Yeah, scroll down. I have some of it fogged out because you can only see what you
You
can.
do have something like that. Yep, gotcha.
Okay.
All right, so you guys now approaching closer and closer to this massive iceberg floating out here in the middle of the ocean with all these lodges aboard it. You can see these cliffs shoot up the side of it with all these houses on top of it. These buildings go up about 50 feet tall, as Chalky P said. In the center there, you can see that there's a wide cleft in the center of it, which, as you guys learned, is where like the main harbor is, and where that gate is, the chain that lifts up or goes down into the water to allow larger ships to go through. But as you guys can see it now, there's it's a few different chains that are there, and a small ship such as your guys's could probably squeeze through that if it would like. These iron chains, that is. And yeah, you can see this dock, as Chakapi let you guys know. There's a smaller dock that I just pinged up to your guys' north just a little bit. You see those two boats docked there currently. Don't seem to notice like much action around here as you guys are approaching in the darkness of the night with the cover. And Chakapi looks back at you guys and says, "We have arrived, Svardborg, and the Krigvind still not here."
Oh, that's
What now?
The boat, the big
the
old
big
boat.
ship with all the people.
Well, gents, scope out an area to dock.
So you guys can see, obviously, like I mentioned, this 50-foot tall cliffs of ice just jetting up from the ocean here. The two docks up to your north a little, the gate that's in the center. You guys can see the one large lodge that's down in the center there, and then the one that's above the docks is a bit smaller. Has two levels as well. The one that's to the left, the larger one, looks like it has a large lower level, a second level, and then an even smaller third level situated at the top. All of these are kind of like, these are partially covered in ice, and you guys can see a little bit further out behind that there's more buildings and that they are partially covered in ice, and then as well, and there's even ones that are even further back that seem to be fully covered. And as you guys approach Svardborg in the middle of the night, you know, with, as I mentioned, doesn't seem like much action happening. There's no giants in your periphery or anything like that. We're gonna go ahead and call it a night right here, and you guys can pick up the next time with approaching Svardborg in full.
Oh, like
Right here.
Yeah.
it's game time. Get my feet on the ground.
And that's right.
Exhausted. Did some heavy battling here.
That's a good game, man.
That was wild.
It's a really good one. Guys, took down that Hydra fucking fiercely with a T-Rex!
Cakewalk. Cakewalk.
I was waiting for the T-Rex moment, big time.
So good.
Love it. You guys had no idea that was even something Wilmore could do, did ya?
No, a fucking T-Rex. It's
Yeah,
so
I
random.
knew it.
Those witches creep me the fuck out.
Yeah, they were wild.
They
Yeah,
thought though.
they thought. Good game, guys. Very excited for you guys to finally be at Svardborg and for us to pick it up here the next time we all decide to get together, which I'm assuming will probably be next weekend because we're going to take this Sunday off, and yeah, we'll just keep it easy, keep it to the weekend next week. So with that said, thank you guys very much for playing along with me. Thank you everyone for joining in and for the chat, for chatting along. Really appreciate that. And Jeff Greenspan, we love you, man. Thanks
Always
for the
here.
theme song. With that said, take that long rest and watch out for those goblins under the stairs, guys.
Yeah.
Later, Gator.
Peace out.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Bye.